Cultivating gratitude can improve your mental health, your spiritual health. It can be a form of self-care, and it's something that I've done for years as a widow and as a full-time working single mom. Let me take you inside my gratitude journal today. Having a gratitude journal for me is not just about having another book to write in each week. It was one of the things I needed to do to help me overcome the depression that I was once suffering with. In 2009, my husband Eric passed away of a heart attack suddenly and unexpectedly while playing basketball. He and I were 24 years old. We had just graduated from college not long before and had one child, our son Caleb, who was only a 5-month-old baby when his dad passed away. It's an understatement for me to say how difficult it was to figure out how to raise my son alone, how to grieve my husband's death, how to move on, especially when I found out that my son had the same heart condition as his dad. 4 months after Eric passed away, I started working as an elementary school teacher. I went back to school several years later and got my master's degree in education. I have continued to work in education ever since, but it took a lot. It took the support of family, friends, a strong relationship with God, daily prayer, reading my Bible, quoting those scriptures daily as affirmations, all of that to help me move forward. And one part of that picture has been gratitude journaling. When you have experienced loss, when you are stressed out and you're going through a really tough time, it can be really hard to focus on anything else. Your loss, your stress is the only thing that you can see about your life. So sitting down to think of things to be thankful for every day can feel so frustrating. You're probably wondering, I don't have anything to be thankful for, do I? And yet that was a part of my healing. That was a part of my journey, is realizing even though I experienced deep loss, deep pain, I didn't lose everything, and I still had things to be thankful for. I just needed to practice awareness, focusing my mind on those things. So writing my gratitude list down made a huge difference for me. You don't always need some fancy journal. It does help sometimes to have those writing prompts and those stickers and all of the things with your journal. But if you need to start with a simple spiral plain notebook, start there. Or an index card or a sticky note. Writing down, today, I have my health, I have this, I have that. The next day, think of 3 different things, and then the next day, and then the next day. One step at a time. And each day, as you build up, go back and look, reflect on, wow, in these last 30 days, look at all the different things that I had to be thankful for. It will start to change your mind. It will start to change your heart. Your joy will expand. You will start to sense your peace in a deeper way, especially as you combine this mental health habit and routine in your life with some of those other things that I mentioned. Prayer, time with your family, Bible reading, exercising, having positive things in your life to give your attention to and to focus on. The combination of all of these things with your daily gratitude routine will begin to lift your mind and do wonders for your spirit. And Don't leave out speaking to a mental health counselor, going and talking to someone, a licensed therapist. That's not something you should be ashamed of. Add that to your strategies, the list of things that you do. And not just when you experience loss, even now after all these years of being a widow and a single mom, working full-time still. These are things I still do to this day to maintain good mental and spiritual and emotional health. So here you've been watching the inside of my Erin Condren Petite gratitude journal. This is the one I'm currently using. I've used so many different types over the years. I like this one because it does have different prompts. And whenever I don't want to follow the prompt, I just put washi tape over it. And then I write my scriptures or my affirmations, my quotes for the day, whatever I am sensing, whatever I am in the mood to write for that day. I write on top of my washi with my Sharpie markers to try to keep it cute. But it's whatever gives you peace, lifts your spirit, lifts your mood, makes you feel better. Add in your stickers if you want. Use all your different color writing utensils. Or, as I've said before, just write down on a plain sheet of paper. Keeping these things written helps when it's time for you to go back to reflect. That's made a huge difference for me. On those days when it seems like I just have nothing to be thankful for, my emotions are rock bottom low, then I go back and I read what I've written in the past. I read about memories and experiences, times when I could laugh, times when I cried. And it just feels good to go back and to see all of those things from my past, things that I do have to be thankful for. So I really like that this Erin Condren Petite journal includes the reflection sections for me. It keeps me on track. But as you can see, I customize it. Sometimes I don't do it every 30 days. I stretch it out to 60 days or however I need to do it, because it's not about being legalistic. And it's not about just checking off some rule box. It's about what you need to do for your mental health and your self-care. So I just wanted to share my personal journey, my personal gratitude journal with you. Let me know in the comments, do you keep a gratitude journal? And if so, what is your routine like? What are some things that you do that help with your mental health and self-care? Because I'm always looking to grow and expand and evolve on this journey with my spiritual health. And I thank you so much for spending time with me today. Thank you, lovelies. And many, many blessings to you.